Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be playing Farm TD on Heaven difficulty. Since the last video I've come up with a variety of new strategies that should increase the likelihood of me winning significantly. So in our opener there I placed 5 different random towers and we got 2 sets of duplicates giving us 2 advanced towers on wave 1. Because of that, this is going to be a very easy first wave. The reason why I'm playing single player this game is because if you aren't playing with other players, the time between rounds is instantly cut out, which expedites the process. I'm also going to go for grapes this game instead of pumpkins for fun. It doesn't really matter what you pick at all, so I'll just go for grapes. And if we're lucky, grapes will end up having high sell values frequently. $150 gold for completing the first wave. Now we can place our grapes. And let me check out the quests we have. So the quests that are of relevance here are build 7 different basic towers, have 7 of the same advanced towers, build 7 scouts, and grow 3 grapes, 3 carrots, 3 pumpkins. The only one that we can, So we'll focus on getting number 1 first, and 9 second. And once we complete those 2, that'll get us in a good position to complete 8. Completing quest 8 can also be done by placing no crops for 4 rounds, and that's okay. Personally, I don't recommend it. $91 gold, pretty good round for grapes. I'll go ahead and sell. A lot of duplicates this game. Since we have a lot of surplus damage, I think I'm going to stop combining the towers for a little bit in hopes to get one of each basic tower. Right now I only have 2 of 7. I wonder how much stronger the Raider is than the Grunt. Oh, I guess maybe his upgrade is mostly in range. $92, another good day for grapes. Pumpkins are in the dumps. But we're not going to combine any of the scout towers because we need to get 7 of them. And we also had one of our basic towers get randomly upgraded into an advanced dryad. There's only a 4% chance of that occurring, so that's pretty fortunate. Okay, 86, I mean that's still above average, but not the best. I'm going to wait for 1 round, because after round 5 we're able to purchase but every 5 waves you get an upgrade, and I'm going to use mine to get 15% sell price increase, so odds are, if I desperately need to sell, I'll get 85 minimum anyway, but the potential would be much higher. We have been getting a lot of combinations, but I don't think we're ready to take on the first boss yet. I'd say we only have about 150 DPS. There's that sell price boost, and we were at 88, so this is just objectively more valuable. It gets us to 104. It is only 11 from the maximum. I think I'll take it, because that means we can start getting the bird earlier. Okay, so that's 1 of each basic tower, giving us an additional 200 wood. And there's a crab if we wanted to go for that. So I'm going to save the 200 wood because, as I mentioned, there's a quest that relies on having a significant amount of crops planted. Because we have no downtime between waves, it is a bit harder to kill the bosses freely, but we should be fine. Just going to focus fire the boss whenever it's possible. And that should be a guaranteed kill. That'll get us to 300, so we're a couple waves away from completing the quest. $77, bad day for grapes. Okay, a lot of duplicates in the middle. We now have 2 master towers. If you're liking the content, consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Both of them will help out, and you'll be notified whenever new videos come out. Should have several more coming out this week. Okay, that's an additional 200 wood, so yeah, no progress. First boss will be back up in about 3 minutes. $108, actually I should sell the grapes. Got pretty lucky there. Advanced became a turtle, which we were able to immediately upgrade. Yeah, this first boss is a complete non-issue. For the most part, I like to focus my upgrades in the middle section because that means they can attack the units more frequently. Another sell price upgrade. And bad day for grapes. So that boss had 12,000 HP, I believe, so we shouldn't be too far off from being able to kill the deer. Oops, combined the frog in the wrong place. But that's fine. Okay, that gets us up to 4 masters in the middle. No, never mind. 3 masters and an expert. All of these are pretty good, but their range is low, which means they aren't capitalizing on the middle space quite as much as other towers would be. Okay, sell the grapes. Perfect day for pumpkins, that's quite rare. We're now up to 5 of the 7 scout towers that we need. Okay, let's upgrade this goblin, then upgrade the dryad. And we can do bottom right wisp. And that gets us our first legendary.
What? Off I go then. Job's done. Job's done.
Very close to getting all the scout towers. Only 1 to go. And once we complete the scout tower quest and 1 more eagle, we will finally be able to get the crop quest. There we go. So we do have enough right now, so let's go ahead and plan. Okay, grapes are selling high, so I'll ditch them, pumpkins are good, and carrots are low. And we can now start combining the scouts. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any of the goblin sappers. I'll give the deer a try soon, but since we have no intermission between waves, it does mean we'll have to kill it really quickly. Actually, we do have a brief intermission. I think that's 15 seconds, maybe less. We can do top right. And that should be all the dupes. Yeah, pretty average day. Actually, I'll sell the carrots. 10 from max is good. And speaking of which, all are good. I'll just dish them all. Go for tower damage now.
What is it?
You can get up to 3 upgrades of tower damage. So, I'll be getting all 3 of those. Okay, let's give the second boss a go. This could be a risk, but it is worth it, because if we are able to successfully kill it, that means we'll get a lot of extra money. Yeah, that's an easy kill. I believe I have second crab, or maybe I don't. And I'm going to go ahead and summon the eagle. At this point, the eagle is pretty much just another minion, so I'm going to summon that whenever possible. Pretty bad day for pumpkins. There's the crab. Getting us our first divine and an additional 200 wood. It looks like I accidentally built a tower over here. Thankfully we can combine that, so there's no need to sell it. Okay, 125. Pretty average all around. I'll hold out. The Divine General Black Citadel, 50% chance to use the corpse of an enemy to breed a frost worm. From what I can tell, okay, so we are getting several frost worms, and they do 250 damage a hit. Seems pretty good.
More work. All right. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Yeah, and what I'll do here is, because we're building up a fair amount of grapes, I'm going to do another sell price increase next round. Looks like the frost worms last for... It seems like they persisted through waves, so I'd say about a minute, which is pretty beneficial for us since we have the reduced wait time between waves because we're single player. 139, that's a sell. But unfortunately, I think at 139 it's still worth selling right now, because Wave 20 will change the crop prices before we can actually utilize it. Which means damage makes more sense to get. Pumpkins, almost max price. Oh, no, whoops, I read carrots by accident. Well, 103 is not the worst. Not very good, though.
What is it? Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done. Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done. Job's done. Right. Job's done. Job's done. Yes, me lord. Job's done.
And I'll just continue to build basic towers for the rest of the game, because basic towers have a higher probability of upgrading into a greater tower than the master towers, which means they end up being a bit more cost effective. $143, that's a sell. Once again, I forgot to place some grapes. It's too bad.
Job's done. Job's done.
1 Gets us our second legendary. And that gets us our third. So Magic Castle is a really good one. That gives 12% attack speed to all units within 700 range. $135. That is a good sell price. I'll take it. And now we can plant some additional crops. Owl, we do have 2 owls. And that gets us a second Divine General, which is also the Black Citadel. I don't think having 2 of the same is that good, but at the end of the day, additional Divine Generals are better than other units. Well, not all of them. I think the Legendary Magic Castle is a little bit like this, probably doing almost as much as the Black Citadel. But for the most part, more Divine Generals, the better. Perfect grapes. We've had extremely good grape RNG this game. I believe I had another wolf, but maybe I already upgraded it. This one is good as well. The Magic Obelisk also has a fast attack rate and gives 10% attack speed to towers within the range, which I believe should stack with the Magic Castle, bringing it up to 22% of bonus attack speed.
Yes, me lord. Job's done. Job's done. Yes, job's done. Job's done.
And next wave we'll get an additional 5% grape bonus.
Job's done. What? Job's done.
Okay, well, alright, I guess we'll upgrade it. Into our third Black Citadel. The odds of that must be astronomically low. I think there's like 10 Divine Generals, so that's 1 over 10 to the third, or 1 in 1,000. Okay, let's max out that tower damage. And tower damage is now maxed. Honestly, seeing as how we already have 3 Divines, we could probably take out the 80,000 damage boss. And we do have pretty good odds of getting tons of Frostworms. 133, 138 out of 150, that's pretty good. Okay, Legend Orc. Let's go ahead and give this Albatross a try. Worst case, if we do lose 5 lives to it, that won't really matter, because the final boss, you have to kill it in one go, and the amount of lives you have doesn't make a difference. But it looks like we have more than enough damage, which means we're getting a relatively early batch of Albatross kills, which should get us some extra money. Anything to upgrade? Yes. Okay, 138. It's pretty good for grapes. We will be getting another income upgrade in 3 waves, but instead of getting that, I could go for random towers instead. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll just sell the grapes. Second boss will be up again in a moment. Wisp. Okay. We have the spare damage, so I'm just going to summon it as soon as possible. Flying Sheep.
I cannot summon.
105. Bad day for grapes. First one in quite a while.
Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done.
Ooh, perfect Magic Castle placement. Getting us 12% additional on pretty much all of our towers, and especially all of the Divine, or the Black Citadels.
What is it? What word?
Okay, Owl.
Yes, me lord.
113, another bad day for grapes.
Job's done. Off I go then.
Jungle Beast should be a complete non-issue. Okay. Perfect utilization of money at the moment. The 0 is 0. Okay, free sell price. How many grapes do I have? I have 22, which means 15 bonus will give us about an extra 1 to 2 towers, which is slightly better than free random tower, but since free random can be a legendary, I think that'll be better overall. Place it here. If we're lucky, it's a legendary. If not, not a big deal. Expert Flying Sheep. Okay, it's pretty bad in that specific instance. Still probably better than 2 basic towers, by a little bit. Time to place more grapes. $138. Not fantastic, but I think I'll take it. Just to keep the momentum of the towers going.
Job's done. Right. Job's done.
30% chance to make other towers nervous by looking at them. Nervous increases attack speed by 20%. Huh. Strange way to represent that. Third boss will be up momentarily. Okay, we're up to... Farseer's pretty good. He has a 20% chance to stun a boss, which means against the final boss is quite valuable. Bad day for grapes. Another attack speed tower. I'm assuming these stack, but it's pretty hard to tell. And pretty soon here I'll probably start shifting over towards upgrading my towers instead of, or buying damage upgrades instead of building more to improve them. Okay, it gives us one more Divine General, right? Nope, never mind. Just the same colors. Where am I?
Forward.
Pretty good day for grapes. I'm going to offload them.
Yes, me lord. Job's done. Job's done.
Let's get a few levels of siege improvement. Getting me an additional, I think, 70% damage. I now have the equivalent of 6 Divine Generals right here. Having a lot of the same Divine General is actually pretty valuable, because that means that you'll get extremely easy damage synergy bonuses. Just going to summon the deer as soon as possible. Let's get the grapes. $10 grapes, good price, I'll sell them. You could get one more siege. Alright, let's do it. And we'll also get one level of normal.
Research complete. Yes, me lord.
Having a little slow mixed in here is pretty good, so I'm going to leave the Royal Guards up. Let's upgrade the Wisps. And I think that's it for the dupes. Let's get one more level of normal. When you consider the fact that one level of normal is better than an extra tower, then it makes more sense to just go for it. Because this is an additional, let's just call it 200 damage. Get another free random.
What?
And so I'm skipping all the divine items this game instead yeah, so item creation can give an item to a divine general. At least in my experience, the items are pretty weak for the most part, which is why I'm just opting to go for the money instead. $133. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll hold off for a wave. Okay, 150, I'll go for that.
Off I go then. Job's done.
It's 1,000 damage, 830 worth it. It's getting to a break-even point, but it's probably still worth it. How much will that be? So from 3402 to 3780, so that's 900 bonus damage. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Sapper. Okay. And for the final wave, if I can, I'll sell any of the little wimpy towers and try to get one additional big upgrade. 118, pretty bad. We can wait.
Job's done. Job's done. Off I go
You get
then.
75% of your money back, so don't lose too much.
Easy.
In fact, yeah, with 2 waves to go, now's probably the time to stop making little mini guys. Summon the eagle. We do need to kill the albatross. No, we do have one wave to utilize it. But I'm going to wait to summon it until most of these are killed. This tends to be a relatively hard wave. Well, not hard in the sense that you'll lose to it, but just that it takes a little while to get through the maze. Okay, now's a good time to summon. Actually, 400 would... Okay, 900 damage is still going to be more than any divine item. I'm counting it as 900 because of how much the crops are worth. Nice, I got all of the crops placed in time. 158. Great.
Research complete.
Getting these up to 6,000 or 7,000 damage tower. This should be more than enough damage.
Well, easy.
And we'll get one more level of hero increase. No, we'll hold off, maybe get another siege. And siege is also giving a huge boost to just any other miscellaneous siege units I have, such as the Goblin Zeppelin, Goblin Shredder, and I think that's it. Looks like it. So with that in mind, I'll definitely leave the Goblin Zeppelin around. I will sell this Raider, sell the Crab, sell the Frog. You know, I said I'll sell it, so let's just do that now. 375, wow. Okay. Sell the Advanced Naga, Horse, Chicken. The reason we're selling them is because on the final wave, their amount of damage is relevant.
Research complete. Well, easy.
And okay, I think we have one more wave before the boss. Nope, this is the boss. Okay, is there anything else to sell? We can sell the sheep. And the Dryad. And the Raider, getting us one more boost. Now we'll just see if we have enough damage. Looks like we're doing pretty well so far. Got a lucky stun from the Farseer. I think it's safe to say we have enough damage. The boss is down to a quarter life, and he still has a full lap to go. Getting a little bit of extra hits in from the Goblin Shredder right there, and that's game. Last boss, successful farm protections. Now go ahead and save that. This game has an autosave, which means it will store it in your documents folder.
Well, easy.
And that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. And so some final thoughts. Well, just if you get a lot of the same Divine General, like I did, focus on improving the damage instead of getting items. I frequently find the divine items really do almost nothing, whereas the damage boost, I mean, we can see how much that is. That basically tripled these towers. Or, well, a little over double. I don't know why I said tripled, but yeah. So, that's it. See you guys in the next video.